Hello, my name is Liene and welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my April TBR. This video is marking my 3-year anniversary on BookTube, and my cat is acting crazy. So, yeah, I'm just gonna let her be crazy. It's been 3 years today, March 30th, when my first video went up, and my first video ever was Magical Readathon TBR. So, it's fitting that the 3-year anniversary video is a TBR, and it includes Magical Readathon TBR too. So, let's do this. In April, I'm doing 2 readathons. Magical Readathon Orilium, as I mentioned already, and All the Worlds a Page. Information about both readathons will be in the description box, so check out if you're interested in them. They're both very interesting and great, and the hosts are amazing, so do that. But I'm gonna just talk about the books I plan to read. Magical Readathon. My character for the readathon, I don't know how she looks, but her name is Morning Sun. And I'm a mind walker. And I decided that my calling will be Moon Warden. Sun, moon, mind. I don't know. I feel like that's a perfect combination. To be a Moon Warden in spring equinox, you have to complete 5 subjects. But I have chosen books for all 12. I will prioritize the 5, but then I will see how it goes. I'm gonna choose from the rest. But yeah, so I have 14 books to show you. Let's start. First 5 will be the ones for my calling, and the rest are the rest. First, Elemental Studies, book under 100 pages. And I chose The Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman. This is a gorgeous, short but gorgeous book with illustrations, and the cover, this is like see-through. So yeah, this is book number 1. It's a fairy tale retelling or something like that. I think it's like Sleeping Beauty, The Spindle, Sleeper. Sounds like Sleeping Beauty. Next is Astronomy, top of your TBR. And I have the second part of the poetry collection by Latvian author 365. And this collection has a poem for every day. So this one is the second half of the year. And my mom chose these for me to read this year. I have read the first one and now we'll read the second. And then my mom's picks will be read. Third, Art of Illusion, a trope you like. And I have Big Little Lies by Liene Moriarty. I think there's a murder and we don't know who was murdered or something like that. And I like things like that. Like when you don't know what actually happened and you just go from the beginning. Like you already know that something has happened and then you go to discover what happened. So yeah, I think it's something like that, but who knows. Next, number 4 is Restoration, book that features healers. I hope this book includes healers because there's the word in the title, The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. And from what I know, it's about a girl who is in a prison and she participates for some reason in some kind of trials instead of the queen who was put in jail or something like that. But yeah, healer. Sounds perfect for this prompt, right? Number 5, the last for my calling, is Spells and Incantations. Short stories / essays. It can be one short story, one essay, or it can be a collection of those. And I have The Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen. These are some early stories by Jane Austen, and I like these little penguin black classics, so I think it's time to read the next one. And now the rest of the subjects. Next is Shapeshifting Creature with Claws on the cover. And I have Hollowpox, The Hunt for Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. This is a third book in Nevermore series, one of my favorite series. It's a middle grade. It's about a girl who was rescued from her town and brought to Nevermore, and yeah, it's a continuation of the story, so I can't tell you much, but yeah, there are multiple creatures with claws. So yeah. Next, Psionics and Divination. I hope I said that correctly. Book set in the future. I have Count Zero by William Gibson. I think it's set in the future because if I remember correctly, the first book was set in the future. And this is the book number 2. And my brother chose this for me to read. I'm not really excited to read it, but I need to read it, so I'm putting it here on the list. So maybe I will read it. I can't tell anything what this one is about. I think it's set in the future. In the first one, there was a lot of things I didn't understand, and I was confused for the most of the book what was happening. So yeah, I don't know. Then there's Alchemy Book featuring romance. And I have Act Your Age, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the third and the last in Brown Sisters series. I love the first 2. I want to finish the series and see how much I like the third one. This is, I think, like enemies to lovers? I think. Because there was some accident that Eve caused, I think, in this bed and breakfast place or something like that. So, I don't know, but I think that was something that happened. Demonology, Word Shadow in the title. So I have one book with Word Shadow in the title, and it is Circle of Shadows by Evelyn Skye. I know nothing about this book. It was in a Fairy Loot box quite some time ago, but I can read what it says on the back. So it says, Society of Assassins, an Empire of Magic, a World of Secrets. That's all I'm gonna say. So, Shadow. Then Inscription, intimidating read. And for me, intimidating is a non-fiction. So I chose Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Lori Gottlieb. This is like about the author herself. She talks about her life, about her patients, I think, like experiences with her patients. So we'll see, but I have heard a lot of good things about this one. So yeah. Next is Conjuration, Source of Light on the cover. This looks like a source of light, right? I don't know what it is. But this is The Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This is the Latvian edition. It probably is Mars, but there is light shining, so there is some kind of a source of light. I couldn't find a book that I want to read that had a source of light on the cover, like quickly looking through my shelves, but this one kinda spoke to me and I decided to choose this one. I think it's quite hyped, quite popular, and I know that my family likes this series too. My mom, my brother, I think my sister too, one of them. So it's time to read. I have the whole trilogy. I recently, like at the end of last year, I got it, bought it, so it's time to read it. It has something to do with rebellion and Mars and people being divided in castes based on color, like, and the main character is red, and yeah, something. Then next is Lore, mythology-inspired book. And I think this is the perfect book for Lore because it has the same title, and it is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. And this is about Medusa, I think, because there is like this Medusa on the cover. And this is a beautiful Fairy Loot edition. I don't have a lot of mythology-inspired books that I like immediately know that they are inspired by mythology. I think a lot of fantasy books are inspired by some kind of mythology, but this is definitely one that is. So it felt perfect, and because of the title, as I said, even more perfect. Then Animal Studies, a quick read, and I chose The Diary by Zana Daudzinja. This is a diary The author, she's an actress and a professor, like speech professor for actors, I think. Don't count on it. But she started writing this one in 2019, the first, like the New Year's Eve. And it goes through the first year of pandemic. So I'm interested in it, and it's a diary format, so it will be a quick read, and it's quite small book. And the last one is Artificery, book with an earth setting. And for this, I have The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I'm really interested in this book, and I know that it has like a real life setting, but it is a heartbreaking story with a lot of, I think, abuse in it, and it is in a diary or like letter format or something like that. So yeah, this will be for earth setting. So that was it for Magical Readathon. Now let's quickly go through all the worlds a page prompts, and I'm gonna quickly show you the books that count for these prompts. So I'm team tragedy, and these are the prompts for my team. First, Titus Andronicus, book that focuses on family. I think I could count Hollowpox because it has a found family, and Brown Sisters books has family too, because there is a family. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, kinda, I think these two would definitely count for this prompt. Then Romeo and Juliet, a hyped book. And then these books too. And I think The Red Rising is quite hyped. So I have a couple to choose from. The next one is Julius Caesar, book that will stab you in the feels. And I think The Color Purple will definitely do that, because abuse is heartbreaking and it definitely will stab me in the feels. Hamlet, a long book or a 5-star prediction. This is long, this is almost 500 pages, but I think this one is even longer. I feel like it at least it looks. It is over 500 pages, so again, this book can count for that prompt. But these two are quite big. And this one shows up again, because this might be a 5-star book, since I loved all the rest of the series. But next is Othello, read a book by a black author, and I have these two, so any of these will count. Then Macbeth, read a short book, and these two are short. This is upside down, but these two, the Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen, and the Spindle and the Sleeper and the Spindle and the Sleeper. Oh, the title is just not for me, I guess, to remember, by Neil Gaiman. King Lear, listen to an audiobook. I might listen to this one if I will find the audiobook, as I did for the first one. I found it on YouTube and listened to it. So if I find it there, I will listen to this one. Otherwise, I don't know. Then Antony and Cleopatra, book by an author whose writing you enjoyed. And these two, these show up so much. Eve Brown, Act Your Age, Eve Brown, and Hollowpox. But I enjoyed all the books by these authors that I have read too, for both of them, because these are the third books. So yeah, this will definitely count. So next is something I can't pronounce, but I think it's Corellianus. Who knows? For that you need to read a book recommended by someone. And I have these three: The Color Purple, The Count 0, and 365. These were by my family, and this is recommended by Olivia. So any of these will count. Then Timon of Athens, book that was an expensive purchase. And kinda any of the Fairy Lit books, or this one, because this was a set of 3 and these are special editions. They weren't cheap. Then I have The Prison Healer, Circle of Shadows, and Lore. All these three are fairy loot books, and yeah. And then there is a problem prompt. All's well that ends well. Book that might have a happy ending, that you think gonna have a happy ending, or something like that. Book with a happy ending. And I think this will definitely have a happy ending, because it's a romance book. Romance books usually have happy endings, so Eve Brown will be the happy ending book, definitely. I need to look more into the rules of All the Worlds Page, because I think for that one you could double up on prompts, but for Magical Readathon you can't, so yeah. But as you can see, I have these 14 books that fit for all the prompts in both readathons, so I have a lot to choose from. These are the 5 books that I will prioritize because they are for my calling for Magical Readathon. But yeah, we'll see how the month goes. Let's hope I at least finish these ones. 3 of these are short that I can finish in one day, so should be doable, but you never know. This is it. This is the TBR for the 2 readathons I'm doing in April. I feel like this is a long video, but we'll see when I edit it down how long it actually is, because right now I have been filming for half an hour and it's a lot. But yeah, that's it. Please let me know, are you participating in any of these readathons? If not, maybe in different readathons, because there is always a lot of interesting readathons happening. So yeah, please let me know, and let me know one book that is a priority for you in April. So yeah, this is the 3-year anniversary video, and I want to thank you to everyone who's watching my videos, who's been subscribed and commenting. I really appreciate it, and yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I feel weird. I want to thank you, but I feel weird. So yeah, that's me, a weird person. So yeah, what am I doing? Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you in the next one. Bye!